Libyan liberation. Wagner Group mercenaries seize Libya's largest oil terminal. 200 Russian contractors control critical energy infrastructure worth billions. International shipping stops. European energy security threatened. USS Bataan amphibious ready group with beyond 200 Marines receives authorization. Liberate the port. 4 hours later, the terminal is secured, Wagner forces eliminated or captured, and oil flows again. This is how American amphibious power projection eliminates mercenary threats through capabilities that private military contractors cannot resist. Wagner Group planned the operation for months, identifying the oil terminal as high-value target that Libya's weak government could not defend effectively. Russian mercenaries approached by sea and commandeered fishing vessels, avoiding detection by conducting assault during civil unrest that distracted Libyan security forces. 200 contractors armed with Russian military equipment seized the terminal in surprise attack that overwhelmed minimal security. Wagner commanders believed international reluctance to intervene would allow them to consolidate control and negotiate payment from European energy companies desperate to resume oil shipments. Navy Power TV takes you inside the operation that demonstrates American Marines eliminate private military threats through training, equipment, and coordination that mercenaries cannot match regardless of their combat experience or quality of weapons they employ. Which Marine capability proves most decisive? A. V-22 Osprey mobility. B. Night vision superiority. C. Combined arms coordination. Comment below. USS Bataan LHD-5 Wasp-class amphibious assault ship operated in Mediterranean conducting routine patrol, and Wagner seized the terminal. The ship carried 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit with 1,200 Marines, helicopters, landing craft, and supporting equipment, providing complete amphibious capability for forcible entry operations. American intelligence detected Wagner movements before the terminal seizure, providing warning that allowed positioning of American forces for rapid response if political authorization arrived. European governments requested American intervention after Wagner demanded ransoms, before allowing oil shipments to resume. The MEU received tasking to conduct ship-to-objective maneuver, liberating the terminal while minimizing damage to oil infrastructure and preventing Wagner from destroying facilities if facing defeat. The mission required precision operations against defended target in compressed timeline before Wagner could establish fortifications that would require extended combat operations causing infrastructure damage that defeat the purpose of intervention. American planning emphasized night operations exploiting Marine night vision superiority and Wagner's limited capability to coordinate defensive response in darkness. The 24th MEU conducted detailed planning using satellite imagery and intelligence about Wagner force disposition. The plan called for simultaneous assault from sea and air with Marine infantry securing the perimeter, while specialized teams cleared buildings where Wagner mercenaries fortified positions. Stay with me because what happens next reveals the devastating effectiveness of Marine combined arms when superior training, equipment, and coordination confront mercenaries lacking the institutional capabilities that make American amphibious forces so dominant in forcible entry operations. MV-22B Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft launched from USS Bataan carrying 2 companies of Marines with supporting weapons and equipment. The Ospreys flew low-altitude approach, avoiding radar detection, arriving at landing zones simultaneously from multiple directions. The Marines fast-roped from Ospreys, establishing positions surrounding the terminal before Wagner sentries realized assault was underway. The night vision equipment allowed Marines to observe Wagner positions clearly, while Wagner mercenaries struggled in darkness, unable to distinguish Marine positions from shadows and terrain features. Landing craft launched from Bataan, delivering light armored vehicles and additional infantry that secured beach and advanced inland linking with air-inserted forces. The amphibious vehicles provided mobile firepower and protected transport for Marines clearing terminal facilities. Wagner mercenaries attempted to establish defensive positions, but found themselves surrounded by Marines who had achieved positional advantage through simultaneous multi-axis assault that Wagner commanders could not effectively counter with their limited forces and coordination capabilities. Navy Power TV examines the overwhelming advantage that Marine training and equipment creates against mercenaries who possess combat experience, but lack the institutional capabilities for coordinated operations against professional military forces, employing comprehensive combined arms doctrine. Wagner mercenaries opened fire as Marines closed on terminal buildings. The firefight demonstrated stark capability difference between Marines with body armor, night vision, and supporting arms versus mercenaries with basic equipment, operating in darkness against adversaries they could barely see. Marine marksmanship training proved decisive, with measured shots eliminating threats while Wagner fired wildly, hoping to hit attackers they couldn't locate visually. Marine casualties remained minimal due to superior equipment and tactics, while Wagner suffered catastrophic losses from precise American fire. AH-1Z Viper attack helicopters launched from Bataan, providing close air support with targeting pods that identified Wagner positions through infrared sensors. The helicopters engaged with precision weapons, eliminating Wagner fighting positions without damaging oil infrastructure. This precision strike capability demonstrated technology advantage that mercenaries cannot match when facing military forces with sophisticated platforms and munitions designed for urban combat with collateral damage concerns. The terminal's main control building housed approximately 40 Wagner mercenaries attempting to fortify positions. Marine Special Operations-capable forces breached the building, using explosive charges and flashbang grenades that disoriented defenders before assault teams cleared rooms systematically. The building was secured in 18 minutes, with Wagner mercenaries either killed or captured. The rapid building clearing demonstrated proficiency that comes from continuous training and close-quarters battle that mercenary organizations cannot replicate without equivalent training infrastructure and operational experience. How many Marines participated in terminal assault? A. 400 Marines. B. 800 Marines. C. 1,200 Marines. Answer at end. Approximately 600 Marines conducted the actual assault, with remaining 600 held as tactical reserve and support elements. The force ratio demonstrated Marine confidence that well-trained professional infantry with supporting arms could overwhelm larger mercenary force through superior tactics and firepower that Wagner could not match. Quantity versus quality reaches definitive conclusion when quality includes combined arms coordination and technology that mercenaries cannot access through their private military status. Comment Q or L. If you believe Marine amphibious power eliminates mercenary threats decisively, type Navy Power TV right now. The terminal was secured 4 hours after assault commenced. Wagner casualties exceeded 80 killed and 100 captured, with 20 escaping into surrounding desert, where Libyan security forces captured them subsequently. Marine casualties included 3 wounded with no fatalities. The successful operation demonstrated American capability to conduct precision combat operations, achieving objectives while minimizing friendly casualties and infrastructure damage. European oil companies resumed operations within days, restoring energy supplies that Wagner disruption threatened. The economic benefit of restored oil flow exceeded operation costs many times over, justifying American military intervention through economic rationale beyond strategic considerations about mercenary threats to international infrastructure. Regional stability improved when Libya regained control of critical energy infrastructure. Wagner Group influence in Libya declined dramatically after demonstrating their inability to defend captured assets against American military intervention. Russian attempts to establish military presence in North Africa through private contractors faced setback when American forces eliminated Wagner's most significant territorial gain, demonstrating American willingness to employ force-protecting energy infrastructure that European allies depend upon. International legal precedent was established that mercenary seizure of energy infrastructure constitutes legitimate target for military intervention by countries affected by disrupted energy supplies. This precedent strengthened international norms against private military contractors attempting to control critical infrastructure for ransom or political leverage. Wagner operations in other countries must now account for potential American military response if they threaten international interests. Which capability proved most valuable? Osprey mobility, night vision advantage, or Marine training? Share your assessment. Technology and training supremacy. Answer to quiz. 600 Marines conducted assault with 600 additional held as reserve. The force composition demonstrated American capability to project overwhelming combat power through amphibious platforms that deliver combined arms teams capable of defeating larger adversary forces through superior training and equipment that mercenaries cannot match. Can Wagner or other PMCs develop capabilities resisting American Marines? Evidence suggests no. Private contractors lack access to advanced equipment like Ospreys, attack helicopters, and night vision that Marine operations depend on. More importantly, mercenaries cannot replicate institutional training and combined arms doctrine that Marines perfect through continuous exercises and combat deployments that private organizations cannot sustain. What's next for private military contractors? Recognition that attempting to seize international infrastructure invites American military intervention they cannot resist. The terminal liberation demonstrated American amphibious forces eliminate mercenary threats rapidly when political authorization arrives. Future PMC operations must avoid challenging American interests if they want to survive encounters with professional military forces, possessing overwhelming advantages. Subscribe to Navy Power TV, where elite naval power meets amphibious warfare, proving Marines eliminate mercenary threats through training and equipment that private contractors cannot match. Superior forces, rapid deployment, decisive victory. Hit notification for operations showing why American amphibious capability remains unmatched for forcible entry against any adversary regardless of their combat experience when facing Marines with comprehensive training and technology advantages.